everyone, it's Maria here from Pepperly Rose Paper Crafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be making a card using the lovely lily pad stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set, and this is a free item that you can find in the Sale-a-bration catalogue, and I will show you which page it is on. 4 and 5 of the catalogue. These are free items, can you believe it, right? So if you decide that you want to place an order through my online store or another demonstrator's online store for $90 or more, you are able to pick up this beautiful stamp set for absolutely free. Also, there are matching dies. So I'll show you the dies up close and personal. These are free as well. Aren't they beautiful? Love that accent. These can be picked up for free as well, but with $180 or more purchase. Okay, so yeah, these are free items, so it's like a thank you from Stampin' Up! For buying through them or buying through your demonstrator, same thing, during the months of January to the 31st of March. Towards the end of this catalogue, it's while supplies last. So if you would like to pick these items up for free, you may do so through my online store at pepperlyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net. These are really beautiful, and I hope you've seen some other samples online at how lovely they are. So the images that we're going to be using today are is this water lily and this lily pad image. We're going to do a little bit of ink blending as well. I forgot to bring some scrap paper so I can actually cut these out, so just give me one moment and I shall be back. My necessary literally scrap paper. So if you've got papers that look like this or cardstock that looks like this, I use up every inch of it, so that's my tip to you. Alright, so we'll get started with this project. So I quite like the 4x4, 4" by 4" card square. So today I'm using a thick Whisper White cardstock, which is 4 inches across by 8, and I scored it down the middle at 4 inches. And I'm just going to fold and burnish the score line, so I'll make sure that it's precise. Okay, so that's my little card base. Really cute. And it fits in a C6 envelope, so it's great. And I've also got a piece of just regular Whisper White cardstock, which is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch squares. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get some balmy blue ink, and I'm just going to do some ink blending. So I'm just going to bring my craft sheet on here. I love that I can roll it up and put it away because I don't have a lot of space in my place. I have a 2-bedroom unit with 2 children and there's no room. So I'm going to grab my makeup brush. These are also very similar, in fact I'd say they're the same as the Picket Fence life-changing ink blending brushes. So save your pennies and grab one of these. I found mine at Kmart, so I'm just doing a very slight ink blend of balmy blue, and it's not meant to be full coverage and very precise. I just want to have a nice colour laid down of balmy blue, and it's just nice and smooth with these makeup brushes. Really is quite beautiful. Just love that effect. Okay, so if I put this now against the white, you'll see the colour a little bit more. It's just a nice kind of just ethereal look. That's what I kind of wanted, a subtle ethereal look. So I'm just going to put that ink pad away, and I'm just going to clean my craft sheet, and I won't need that anymore. I'll just give this a quick clean. Now, people have asked me, what is this rag? Well, basically it's an extremely stained microfiber cloth, and I don't use any solution on it, just plain dry. And I give it a wash every so often, but the stains are there. But in any case, I just use this to just basically just rub it to clean it like that. No solution, no water, no nothing. And then I test it out on a piece of blank white paper and there's nothing coming on. So that's clean and good to go for another colour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stamp this images here. Now this image here comes on one stamp. So on one side, on the smooth side, these are reversible stamps. So on one side you have this block colour smooth, and then when you turn the stamp over, you will also have that detailed image. So I'm just going to show you. So there we have one side smooth, right? And you can stamp directly on that, and then one side with the detail. So I'll pop this back onto my block. So I'm going to go smooth side first. And I'm going to be using Purple Posy. Now, before you let me know, this is a retired stamp pad. They're not selling it anymore because there were issues with the colour. I bought it. I'm going to use it, whatever the colour is, it is. But you cannot buy this stamp pad. If you want a similar colour, I suggest going for a Distress Oxide inks or just Distress inks. Now this is Purple Posy and it's quite bubbly, I'm just letting you know. So I'm just going to stamp off and stamp on again here. I just want a subtle colour. So there's a bit of a bubble within the stamp. So let's see how that will stamp. No, much better. Alright, so I'm going to grab now my scrap piece here. I'll use that side. Okay, I'm going to stamp off once. And I'm just going to stamp on here. I want it very light, okay? So I'm just going to go on here. And as you can see, there's just a very light colour, and that's exactly what I want. So I'll just give this a bit of a wipe. I'm going to switch this around. Okay, and I'm going to ink up this image, the detailed, and you get that. I want a more lighter image. So I'll see how that turns out. And any excess ink, I use my chamois and I just wipe it off. So I'm going to bring this down towards me so I can accurately stamp this. Let's see how this turned out. So it looks like that. I wanted to be subtle. But I'm not really happy with how that's stamped. So just give me a moment. I'm going to get another piece of cardstock. I'll stamp it off camera and then I'll be back. I've decided to keep it and I think I like the effect of that. So I'll leave that to the side. I'm not going to ink up any more this stamp. So I'll leave that to the side. And then I'm going to grab the soft sea foam and I'm going to stamp out the lily pad image, which is this one over here. I'm going to do that as well. So I've got the smooth side on there, so I'm going to grab the soft sea foam and stamp off. And let's see if this works here. Stamp on. As I said, I want this to be really, really subtle. So that's a beautiful colour. Then I'm going to switch this around and I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp off. Just want it to be subtle, and this will just go right over the top. I'll just bring it down towards me so I can make sure I see it. And I'll hold it down. And there is the detail. I wanted it to be subtle, so that's the kind of look I'm going for. So that's that with the stamping. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the matching dies. So we've got this die here. This will go over the top. Oopsies. Get that right, Maria. Goodness, okay. Somehow I'm not getting it right. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll just grab a little bit of painter's tape. Then I'm going to grab the image. Put a little bit, sorry, the die I meant to say over that. And then I'm going to crank these through my big shot. So I'll cut this one out first. And I'll just take that off. So now that's that lily pad all cut and very nice. And then I'm going to cut through the water lily flower. Okay. And that's it with my die cutting. I'm going to put that away. This is a very, very simple card. And very subtle. I quite like the subtle version of these images. So what I'll do with this is I'm going to pop this up on, I'm going to stick that down, sorry, with my glue. Just put it over the top here. Have extremely dry skin. I don't know why. My skin's gone super dry, so I'll have to change my moisturising cream, which is annoying. Alright, so now I've got my lily pad. I'm going to pop that over the top like so. I think that's really beautiful and subtle. So I'm just going to put some glue towards those bottom of those little part of the petals. Take that off there. I wanted it to be subtle. That was my aim. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals so the image will look like that. Actually, I'll bring this, take it off and put it like that. I think that's better. So now just get some dimensionals. Okay. Put as many as you feel is necessary. I like to make sure that they are well, the image is well supported, especially when it goes through the mail. And I think it needs one here as well, and one there. You may not want to use so many, it's up to you. Okay, so I'll just give it a press down on each of those dimensionals. This was a great tip. I'll bring up one of these dimensionals further up here so it's better supported, and then I'll just take off all of the backings. Take that off. All right. Oops, come off. All right, so all the backings are now off. I'm going to put mine on top like that. And that's my finished card for today. Super duper subtle. I'm going to leave this blank for now. I can always add a sentiment underneath there and finish that off. I'm going to be using this possibly as a thank you card. I'm not really sure, but it's available there and it's nice and subtle and soft. Just beautiful, and that's just the way I like it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Very quick, but I've used all free items today. So I used the lily pad dies, and these are free with every $90 purchase. Oh no, sorry, these are free with every $180 purchase, and that's here in Australia. Okay, so $180 you can get these dies for free with your Sale-a-bration, and then you can also grab this lovely lily pad stamp set, and that's free with every $90 purchase. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave me a comment below this video. Also, you can contact me through my contact me section of my online store at pepperyrosepapercrafting.stampinup.net if you have any questions regarding what I've made, about Stampin' Up, about joining Stampin' Up. If you want to make paper crafting your business, this may be the way to go. Please don't hesitate to let me know, and I am more than happy to help out. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.